What's going on YouTube? Today I'm going to be doing the full in-depth deck profile for Black Purple Luffy. Yesterday, or as of the day I'm filming this, is when I posted the basic version of this without me explaining anything. But today I'm actually going to explain it in its entirety and every single card in this list. So, yeah, 1 second, let me get the tripod set up, and we're gonna roll the intro. Okay, so the tripod isn't working correctly right now, but let's get straight into this. So what this Luffy does is when you attach one Dawn, so say you're on turn 2, so you have several Dawn, attach one, all of your characters gain +1 cost, and also it gives you the added bonus of getting that Dawn attached, of course. But its second effect is your turn, once per turn, when 2 or more Dawn cards on your field return to your Dawn deck, add up to 1 Dawn card from your deck, set it as active, and add up to 1 Dawn card from your Dawn deck and put it as rested. Okay, so so basically the goal is just to ramp, and then with some black cards, giving them extra cost is really good, especially with one of these cards in here, but yeah, so the ramp, okay, so first, to start us off with 1 cost, we have these Trafalgar Laws from OP09, and what this lets you do is look at the top 5 cards of your deck and reveal up to 1 Straw Hat Crew type or Heart Pirate type with a cost 2 or more. So you can't search it, you can get anything. You can even get events, whatever, but basically the main goal of this is to get a card for your turn 2, and you always want to see this in your starting hand. Okay. For the rest of our 1 costs, we are playing 4 of a card that is most likely getting banned, which is Gum Giant, which is counter Dawn -2, you may trash 1 card from your hand. If your leader is Straw Hat Crew type, up to 1 of your leader characters gains plus 4,000 power during this turn, and then you also draw 2. I don't think I need to explain that. 4K counter plus 2 cards, and then I'm running 2 of these out of my crew, just for drawing a card for only 1 Dawn, which is actually pretty good. And then I'm playing 1 Blast Breath. It's probably gonna get bumped up to 4 soon, with the most likely, one of the most likely cards to get banned on the new ban list coming out soon. So is Gum Giant. So I'm just gonna probably play this, but this does Dawn -1 up to 1 of your characters or leader characters gains plus 4,000 power. And then I'm playing 2,000 Sony's, which all of your black Straw Hat Crew type characters gain +1 cost, and then you also draw 1, which is really good. And then now we're on to our 2 costs. That's just like what we have so far. 2 costs, we only play 1, and that is Gundam Lightning for that trigger, which does add up to 1 Dawn card and from your Dawn deck and set it as active. But also, for its main effect is Dawn -2, KO up to 1 of your opponent's characters with a with 6,000 power or less. Sorry, I struggled on that one. Okay, now on to the 3 costs, which is what we play the most of in this deck. We play 3 of these Renozoras, 3-5-0. You may return 1 or more Dawn cards from your field to your Dawn deck. So that also includes, Dawn that are attached. Add up to 1 Dawn card from your Dawn deck and set it as active, and then you'd also activate this. So it's actually basically makes it so that it basically makes it so with the Luffy Leer effect, as long as you haven't used it already this turn, you get 3 Dawn. 2 active, 1 rested, which is quite good. And that is from OPO 9. And then we're playing this Nami from OPO 9 as well. But what this lets you do is return 1 or more Dawn cards to your deck. And then you give up to 2 rested Dawn cards to your leader or one of your characters, which is really good most of the time. And then I'm playing 2 of these Tony Shoppers, which is -2 Dawn blocker, and then rest up to your one of your opponent's Dawn, which is pretty good in mirror matchups or any purple matchups. That's a Straw Hat purple, because that way if they only have 1 Dawn left because they left 1 Dawn, or even against Shirahoshi. So basically any cards that, or any decks that use event blockers, sorry, I forgot what they were called, but if they play event blockers, you just play this, and then you rest 1 of their own, which is really good. And then I'm playing 2 of these Nico Robin, which is a 3/4/2, and this is basically the same as Zoro, but you have to return 2. So, because with Zoro you can just return 1, but no, for this one you have to return 2. And that is it for our 3 costs. So yeah, like I said, we play quite a lot of them. Oh, and then that one is from starter deck 28. I'm sorry, I'm trying to find the end of these. 5 costs. Okay. So to start us off, we're playing 4 of these 4 of the Jinbei blockers, which is 5, 6, 1. And what this is a blocker, but if your opponent has 10 or more Dawn cards on, or no, if you have 10 or more Dawn cards on your field, this character gains plus 10,000 power, or plus 1,000 power, sorry. But, that's really good because you ramp easier, so you kind of just get those out, and then it's kind of GG's. But, so this Frankie right here, I'm playing 3 of them, which is pretty good because it's a 5/4/2. So unfortunately, I wish this was a little bit higher, so I wish it was like a 6 or something. But what this does is you attach 1 Dawn, and then if you have 8 or more Dawn on your field, this character gains Rush, so it can attack on the turn it is played. But a lot of the times, I typically just use it for counter, if I'm going to be honest here. And then for this next card, it's a little bit expensive. But these 2 Sanji from starter deck 14, I believe, yeah, 14. And what this does is it lets you, if you have, so this reads, or it's a 5/6/0. What it does is on play, if you have a character with a cost of 6 or more, if you up to one of your opponent's characters with cost of 6 or less. This can lead to some combos, I will say. I don't typically get the combo off that I typically like, but you just attach 1 Dawn, or even you put Thousand Sunny into play, and then you play this. It's just really good. But you can basically build most of this deck by just getting a single copy of ST28 or 26, right? Sorry. Yeah, 26. And then a copy of ST14. Okay, to start us off, playing 3 Sanji Goros, which is a 6/8/1. Just doesn't have any on play, it's just vanilla card. But it's pretty good, because of something that I'm about to show you, which I really like my list for. But then we're playing up these 2 Nico Robin from ST14, which is on play /1 attacking. If you have a character with a cost of 8 or more, give up to one of your opponent's characters that costs 5 or less. So this is the combo I was talking about, because you play this 1 turn, and then you attack, and then you play the Sanji, which is a really good combo, because if they have a 10 cost, you can just KO this 10 cost with just this, which is really broken, and I didn't even think about that when building this deck. I kind of just realized that the other day when testing it. And then we have 2 Monkey D. Luffys. I kind of want to upgrade this to 4 Monkey D. Luffys. But this is a 6/7/0. On play / when attacking, Dawn -2. If your leader is multicolored and your opponent has 5 or more Dawn on their field, your Straw Hat crew type leader base power becomes 7,000 until the end of your opponent's next end phase, which is really good, because so you kind of need dice to play this deck because of this and all the black cards that kind of have to do with cost, addition, and reduction. And then this is the spice that I like. This is my spice, which is the Soba Mask from ST26. This is genuinely one of my favorite cards to play. I don't know why, because so basically the combo is you turn after you play the Sanji, you attack, and then you bring it back to hand with Soap Mask, which is really good. But yeah, that's kind of it. So basically what this does is if you have Sanji Goro or wait. Did I just screw this up? Okay, I've been wrong. You need the Sanji Goro. So I've been completely wrong this entire time. I thought it was just any Sanji. Genuinely. I didn't realize that it was 7,000 base power or more. Give this card -5 cost. Okay. I did not realize that. I'm so sorry. But, so just discard everything I just said with the Soba Mask. I'm sorry about that mistake. But we play 4 of these, I guess. I don't know at this point. I know there's, some different Sanjis that actually can meet the requirements for the Soba Mask. Wow, okay. My life has changed. And then we play 2 of these Monkey D. Luffy, which is if you have a character with a cost of 10 or more, this character gains Rush. And then, yeah, just the standard Rush attributes. And I'd kind of like to bring it to either 3 or 4 to get it out easier. I mean, yeah, because of the wall. You can get this off of the wall. It's really good, but... and then... Wow, okay. And then we have 2 of these General Frankies, which is 8, 10... and then on play, Dawn -2, return this, give up to your own 2 of your opponent's characters -2,000 power during this turn. Which is, pretty good, honestly. I do think this General Frankie's kind of underwhelming sometimes, but it's also kind of just something you can discard off of Gum Gum Giant if you don't need it at a specific time. Because, yeah. Wow, okay. I completely forgot that it had about the Soba Mask's effects. Okay, time to get into practice. Okay, and I'm also going to show you kind of what you want to mulligan, what you don't want to mulligan. For starters, you kind of always want a Law in hand and a Gum Gum Giant in hand, because you want to go second if possible. honestly, that's actually pretty decent, because you get Nico Robin turn 2, and then you also get this out turn 1. Unless you're playing Galgara, and you don't want to play that. If you're playing against Calgary, you do not want to play that. But if we're just gonna, I don't know. We'll just say we're going against some random deck, like Teach. Draw 1, we draw Seb Mask. Gonna rest 1. Play Thousand Sunny, draw 1. Rest 1, play I Have My Crew, draw 1, and pass. Then we want to take, kind of always want to take life early in the game. Okay. Rest 3, play Zoro. 1, and then because they don't have anything in play really, I'll just swing 7 life and then pass. Then say they swing at life for 6. Nico Robin 2K. Total 7 Dawn. But we have probably one of our best cards. -2, give 7. And we can swing life for 8. So 7 cost, 4 cost now because of the Dawn. Wait, and then we could also swing 5 somewhere, so if they had a blocker that they'd activated. Or something like that. But, so at this point of the game, we're going to do that. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't believe you bring back the Dawn when you play. When you play the Gum Gum. So yeah, if I'm wrong, let me know in the comments, please, about that Gum Gum Giant thing. But actually, I'm probably gonna ask next time I go to locals. Only have 5 Dawn, which kind of weird. Draw. Okay, so we're at 7. So kind of what I think I'm gonna do here. Rest 3. Play Zoro. Next 2 active, 1 rested. Okay, yeah, now we're back on track. Now I want to rest 5 to play the big boy Jinbei. I very well also could have played the Franosuke here, but I don't really want to put that much pressure on their board right now. And also, right now in hand, we only have 4K. If I were to play that, I would only have 2K counter in hand. Which I wouldn't want in this situation. So you don't want to swing with that Luffy first, give that +1 cost. Attach 1 on here, 7 cost, 4 cost, 6 cost, 4 cost, and then swing like if there was a kid and unaliver. I'll show you the card, like what I mean, because technically on YouTube I'm not supposed to say that word. But, and then I would, yeah, then life. swing life, take. There's not a lot of triggers in this deck, so you don't really have to be that aware of triggers, other than I have my crew and like Gum Lightning. Okay, and then we're glad we take life, because then I can 6k counter out of somebody. I would doubt they would swing for like 6k at anything. Say they swing like, say they swing 9k, but because I have this in effect with this Luffy, I would only have to counter 3. Restand Dawn, of course. Bang. Restand all characters. Okay, and I top deck a Gum Lightning. I don't know what I would do here, honestly. Yeah, because it's kind of just a dead hand, so we'll leave it as is. Swing 11 somewhere. Activate, and then swing 13 life, and then you can go 5 wherever twice. Yeah, we got a bricked hand. But yeah, that's just kind of it for today's video. I don't really have an outro yet.